CNN. Thousands of people gathered in Belgrade on Sunday with an anti-government protest to demand the cancellation of Serbia's general elections, which were considered unfair by international observers last week. The protesters tried to access city assembly in Belgrade using flagpoles and rocks to break the windows of building, but reported CNN's Serbian-affiliated organization N1. According to N1, at least 35 people were arrested on Sunday, on sixth straight day of protests since parliament and local elections. The ruling Serbian Progressive Party won 47 of votes that President Aleksandar Vučić called snap election, while protecting close ties with Russia, strengthening the power in European Union, an international monitoring mission. Elections were held under unjust conditions via media error, inappropriate impact of Vučić, and reference to voters, including cases of voting cases, refers to intimidation pressure on voters. This summer, a new opposition movement established after anti-government protests. Central-left Serbia Members Violence Coalition Against Members Day-on-Day protest and accused Vučić theft election. Marinika Tepic, who has been on a hunger strike since the elections, said, "You stole thousands and thousands of votes. Not one. Not one." Srđan Milivojević, a member of the opposition coalition, called Vučić as a beery thief that the world has never seen before. Vučić, go, outside the crowded building. Responding to protests at the Nation on Sunday evening, Vučić told Serbs not to worry about, there is no revolution. According Serbia Radio Television, they will not succeed with this. And we will try not to hurt any of the random demonstrators by reacting any of them in a light, peaceful. On December 24, 2023, the coalition protest supporters of Serbia against violence in Belgrade, Marko Đurica. The protests face increasing international pressure to investigate the reports of election irregularities during the vote of last week. Democratic Institutions and Human Rights Office said that the election day was marked with a large number of procedures lack. The CRTA Election Observation Mission, a Belgrade-based independent organization, has been moved to vote for voter migration to vote in certain municipalities from other regions of Serbia and abroad. Andreas Schieder, an Austrian member of the European Parliament, said, "The news about the buses of non-residents who come to vote in Belgrade is shocking. Votes, bribes and corruption should not be allowed in a democratic world." Student groups Belgrade announced that they will make traffic in a 6-hour traffic to regions of city on Monday because they continued to demand the cancellation of elections. The Kremlin claimed that the protests were confused by anonymous foreign organizations, hoping to provoke unrest in Serbia without providing evidence. Krem the third forces, including abroad, have processes and attempts to provoke such unrest in B.